let me ask you something honest. Have you ever sat in a classroom, passed your English test, memorized the vocabulary, but then in real life, when someone asked you a question, your mind just went blank? You felt stuck? Frozen? Not because you didn't know the words, but because the words didn't come? I know that feeling. It's like standing at the edge of a swimming pool. You've read all the books about swimming. You've watched other people swim. But the moment it's your turn to jump in, your feet won't move. Your mind says, what if I sink? And suddenly, you're not thinking about swimming. You're thinking about survival. That's how English feels to many learners. Not because they're bad at English, not because they didn't study hard, but because they never learned how to think in English. Not talk, not memorize, not translate. Just think. Why thinking in English changes everything. You've probably heard people say, speak English with confidence. Practice every day. Just talk. Don't be afraid. But here's the truth, they don't always tell you. Confidence doesn't start in your mouth. It starts in your mind. If your brain is still thinking in your first language, your English will always feel like something extra, something outside of you, something you have to grab and use. But once your thoughts start forming in English, you stop grabbing, you start flowing, and that's when magic happens. You begin to understand faster. You reply without panic. You hear yourself and finally feel proud because your thoughts and your voice are walking together. The real problem translating in your head, let me describe a scene. Tell me if it feels familiar. You're in a cafe. Someone says something in English. Your brain hears it and immediately translates it to your language. Then you think of your reply in your language, then translate that back into English. Then you try to speak. That's 5 steps for one reply. It's like running a race with 5 backpacks on your shoulders. Slow, heavy, stressful. You're not speaking, you're translating. And translation is not fluency. Translation is a tool. But real fluency means your brain is thinking directly in English, even if your grammar isn't perfect, even if you only use simple words. Because it's not about sounding like a dictionary, it's about sounding like yourself in English. What this episode will do for you, this is not a grammar lesson. This is not vocabulary drilling. This is brain training, confidence training, fluency from the inside out. You're going to learn how to train your inner voice to speak English with you, real phrases that native speakers use to build confidence without needing a speaking. Partner react to your environment using English practice. Fluency in just 2 to 3 minutes a day. And finally, stop fearing conversations. This is simple. It's gentle, but it's powerful. And by the end, you'll have a clear answer to this question. How can I train my brain to think in English even when I'm alone? Are you ready? Let's begin. Think with me. Not about me. We start with your mind, not your mouth, not your pronunciation. Just that quiet little voice in your head that speaks to you all day. The one that says, I'm hungry. Where are my keys? I should have said something. I forgot to call her. Yes, that voice. Now we train it to speak English, repeat. After me, let's practice some gentle phrases right now. Say them silently, or whisper them if you want. Ready? I'm getting ready now. It's quiet in here. I feel a bit tired, but I'm okay. I'm trying. That matters. I don't have to be perfect, just present. Say them with feeling, slowly, softly, like you're talking to yourself in the mirror, because you are. Why it works this isn't about speaking aloud. This is about connecting your English to your emotions, your thoughts, your daily life. And when that connection happens, English becomes more than a subject. It becomes a second skin. Your first step to English thinking start today, not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Start now with what you're doing. Look around. Dot. What do you see? Say it in English. Glass, phone, light, window, quiet room, a bit of sunlight. This chair is hard. I need to stretch. I should drink water soon. That's it. Dot. No grammar pressure. No long sentences. Just life in English. Try this soft-spoken rhythm now. I'm sitting here. I'm listening. I'm learning. I'm doing this for me. I can feel my English growing. You see? You're not just listening to a podcast. You're building your English brain. One phrase, one thought, one voice, dot yours, dot dancingo. T, aim for full sentences. Just meaning many learners freeze because they think, oh no, I don't know how to make a full sentence. I'll make a mistake. So they say nothing. But here's the trick. Don't aim for a perfect sentence. Aim for a clear thought. Not sure. Let me check. It depends. I don't know yet, but I understand the idea. These are not full grammar-checked answers, but they are powerful phrases. We call them chunks, natural English blocks that native speakers use every day. Let's practice. 10 common chunks repeat. These, now surori kamuri. Let me think. Not sure yet. Can you repeat that? That's a good question. It's kind of tricky. I haven't decided. Maybe later. That makes sense. I didn't expect that. I'll try my best. Now, close your eyes. Say 3 of them again from memory.good. You've just trained your English brain. Why your brain loves chunks, not grammar rules. Let's pause for a second. Think about how you learned your first language. Did you study grammar rules at age 3? Did someone teach you subject plus verb plus object plus tense? No. You listened. You copied. You played with sound. You picked up small patterns, and those patterns became automatic. That's how language works, and that's why we use chunks, not long grammar explanations, because your brain doesn't think in formulas, it thinks in phrases. That's how native speakers do it too. They don't say, I need the past simple go. It's when, so I went to, no, they just say, I went there. It's automatic. Train your brain like a native. Speaker, here's your mission. Stop memorizing isolated words. Start collecting useful phrases. Little blocks of real English. You don't need 1,000 words. You need 100 powerful, useful chunks. Chunks. Like, that's interesting. Let me show you. I didn't catch that. It's up to you. I'm still learning. These small blocks create confidence, because when you have chunks in your head, you don't need to build every sentence from zero. You just connect the blocks. Your chunk practice. Routine, let's do this together. Step 1. Choose 5 to 10 useful chunks per week. Step 2. Write them down on sticky notes or in your notebook. Step 3. Say them aloud, slowly, clearly, with feeling. Step 4. Use them in your thoughts during the day. Let's try now. Repeat after me. I'm not ready yet. That helps a lot. I'm thinking about it. I have no idea. I'll let you know. Say them with your voice, or whisper, or say them silently, but say them like you mean it. Now imagine you're in a real situation. You're nervous. Someone asks you something. You don't know what to say, but instead of freezing, your brain gives you a phrase. Let me think, or I'm not sure yet, or it depends on the situation. Now, you're not stuck. You're flowing because you've trained your brain to think in phrases, not grammar charts. Connect English to what you see so far. We've trained your inner voice and your chunk memory. Now it's time to train your eyes, because the next step is simple but powerful. Train your brain to react to what you see in English. That means no more see, translato, speak. You go straight from see, think in English, just like native speakers. Asterisk, let's try it right now. Look around the room. What do you see? Say it in English. Chair, table, curtain, light, fan, wall, bag, phone. Now add a description. The fan is spinning. The curtain is open. My phone is charging. There's a book on the table. This is called visual cue narration, and it trains your brain to connect words with the real world. 60 seconds of visual thinking. Let's do a full practice. Together. Set a timer for 60 seconds. Look around. Name everything you see. Then describe one thing. Example: bag, notebook, pen, glass, phone, water bottle, keys. The notebook is open. It's next to my laptop. Done. You just practiced Fluency. No textbook, no grammar quiz, just life spoken in English. Practice. While you walk, you don't need to sit at a desk to improve English. In fact, some of the best practice happens when you move. Next time you walk to the shop, to work, to your car, or just around the block, try this. See. Name, describe, example. Tree. It's tall and green. The wind is moving the leaves. Or car. A red car just passed. The driver is wearing sunglasses. Keep it simple. Keep it real. You're not studying. You're training your brain in motion, and that's what fluent people do. React in real time, make pictures, speak one more trick, and it's fun. Open your phone. Choose a random photo from your gallery. Now describe it in English. This was my friend's birthday. I'm holding a cake. Everyone looks happy. We took this at night. Do this every day with one picture. It will train your memory, your emotions, and you're speaking all together. Bonus tip, use Google Images or travel websites if you want new pictures to describe. Anything visual can become your English thinking gym. Build real conversation reflexes. Let's go deeper. You've trained your voice, your eyes, your phrases. Now it's time to train your reactions. Because in real conversations, you don't just describe, you respond. You ask, you answer, you follow up. That's why we now introduce the question-answer loop. What is it? It's a simple practice you do in your head or aloud. You ask yourself a question in English. Then you answer it in English, then ask another, then answer again, back and forth. Fist, natural, safe. No. One else needs to hear it. Let's try it together. Ask, what do I want to eat? Answer, maybe some rice or fruit? Ask, what did I do this morning? Answer, I woke up late. I checked my phone. Ask, how do I feel right now? Answer, a little tired. But I'm okay. You see how it flows. That's your brain-building conversation muscle. 10 practice prompts you can use, right? Now ask and answer these out loud or silently. What's around me right now? What do I need to do next? What did I enjoy today? What made me smile? What's one thing I'm grateful for? What do I want to improve in English? What's my plan for tomorrow? What's one goal for this week? What's something I've been avoiding? What would I say to a new friend? Do this for just 3 minutes a day, and your confidence will grow because you're no longer scared of questions. You're training your mind to answer clearly and calmly. Mirror. Practice variations. Stand in front of the mirror. Look into your own eyes. Now, ask yourself, what do I want to say? I'm trying to learn English. I want to speak more freely. Why are you learning English? Because I want to grow. I want to connect. Now breathe. Feel the words in your body. You're not memorizing, you're connecting. And that is how fluency becomes part of who you are. Slow motion thinking challenge. Speak calmly. Think clearly now. It's time to slow everything down. Why? Because real fluency isn't just about speaking quickly. It's about thinking clearly. Many learners believe that fast English means fluent English, but that's not true. Fluent people don't rush. They pause. They breathe. They organize their thoughts, and then they speak. That's what we're going to train. Next, how to slow down to speak better. Why slowing down helps you speed up. Imagine professional athlete. They don't always train at full speed. They slow it down to improve their form, their focus, their rhythm. And that's exactly what you're going to do with English. We call it slow motion thinking. It's a challenge that builds calm under pressure, clear word choice strong, thought speech, connection. Let's begin. Daily practice. Narrate one simple task. One small activity. Make tea. Brush your hair. Wash your hands. Now describe every step in English in real time. Let's try it. I'm picking up the cup. It feels warm. I'm pouring water. The tea smells fresh. I'm taking a sip. No need for fancy grammar. No pressure to be fast. Just real thoughts, spoken slowly with care. This trains your brain to think clearly even when you're nervous. After your slow narration, ask yourself, could I say that better? Was that sentence clear? Is there a simpler way to say that? Let's reflect together. You said, I'm pouring the tea now. It's hot. Now refine it. The tea is hot. I'm pouring it slowly. Now add feeling. It smells calming. I love this moment. Now, your thought has power. It's no longer mechanical. It's meaningful. This is how your English becomes alive. Repeat after me. Slow practice lines. Let's practice a few calm, slow, clear thoughts together. Speak softly. Pause between lines. I'm here. I'm learning. I'm doing this for me. My English doesn't need to be perfect. Just real. One sentence at a time. That's enough. This moment matters. I'm growing. You see? This is not just speaking. It's a mindset. And this mindset creates confidence. Mindset. Boost. You don't have to be fast. You just have to be present. So many learners try to rush. They try to speak like native speakers instantly. But let me tell you something important. Fluency doesn't live in speed. It lives in presence. When you speak slowly, you show that you're thoughtful. You show that you're connected. You show that you care about your words. And guess what? People respect that. They don't need perfect grammar. They need real connection. And connection happens when you're present, not perfect. Let's combine all the skills so far ready. Let's do a short practice that blends everything together. You'll think in English use chunks react to visual and answer questions, speak slowly and clearly, practice scene, making breakfast step 1, inna monologue I. Just woke up. I feel a little sleepy. I need something warm. Step 2, visual cues, eggs, bread, a plate, butter, pan. I see the pan. It's clean. I'll use it. Step 3 chunks. Let's get started. I'm just making something simple. It won't take long. Step 4. Question. Answer loop. What do I want? Maybe toasts and eggs. Do I have time? About 15 minutes. How do I feel? A bit tired, but I'm okay. Step 5. Slow motion. Narration. I'm holding the bread. 2 slices. I'm putting them in the toaster. Now I'm cracking the egg gently. Step 6. Reflection. Could I say that better? Yes, I'm making a simple breakfast. That sounds nice. Done. You just trained your brain across 6 fluency skills in one simple morning task. Real story. The girl who practiced in the kitchen let me tell you a true story. Her name was Nara. She lived in a small apartment and worked long hours. She didn't have time for English classes, but she had a dream to move abroad and work in hospitality. Every night after work, she cooked dinner for herself. And while she cooked, she practiced English not with a book, not with a teacher, just with herself and her kitchen. She would whisper, I'm washing the rice. I need salt. Where is it? This smells spicy. I like it. Every night, she repeated the same small phrases at first. It felt silly, But after 3 months, something changed. One day at work, a foreign customer came in. The manager panicked, but Nara stepped forward. She smiled and said with simple, slow English, "Hello, welcome. How can I help you?" Her voice didn't shake. She didn't freeze. Because she had already trained for this moment. The bus window moment. Ravis, silent practice Ravi took the same bus every morning to work. It was always full, always noisy, but inside his mind, it was quiet. And for 20 minutes, that bus became his English world. He didn't speak out loud. He didn't use an app. He just looked out the window and described what he saw. 2 boys walking to school. A woman is carrying a basket. The sky looks heavy today. Every morning, one sentence, then another, then another. Some days, his thoughts were clear. Other days, they were slow or broken, but he never stopped. One morning, he saw a tourist asking for directions, confused, alone. Everyone looked away, but Ravi stood up, and calmly said, "I can help you. Where do you want to go?" It wasn't perfect, but it was real. The tourist smiled. Ravi pointed the way, and the bus kept moving. That moment wasn't luck. It was practice. 20 silent bus rides, 20 days of icy. She's going to. And on day he spoke without thinking, without fear. Because when you practiced in silence, one day your voice remembers how to speak. Mindset boosts, you're not behind. You're in training. It's easy to look at others and feel like you're behind. They speak better. They're more fluent. They're faster than me. But let me remind you, this is your journey. And every time you think in English, you are winning. You're building a bridge inside your brain. And every small step counts. Even when no one sees it. Even when no one praises you. Fluency is not a race. It's a relationship between your thoughts and your words. And you are building that relationship one thought at a time. Transformation. Through stories. English that lives inside you. Take a moment to breathe. Let's slow down and remember something. You are not just learning English. You are becoming someone new through English. And that change, that deep personal shift happens through stories because stories show us what's possible. Stories remind us that we're not alone. Let me share a few more real stories of learners like you. Miguel, the night cleaner, who whispered English. Miguel worked as a night cleaner in an empty office building. Every night. The rooms were silent, but his mind was not. As he cleaned the desks, as he mopped the floors, he quietly described everything in English. This desk is dusty. I'll clean the fingerprints. I'm using the spray now. No one heard him, but he wasn't doing it for anyone else. He was practicing for himself. 8 months later, someone in the office asked, "Hey, do you speak English?" He smiled and said a little, "I'm practicing." And just like that, the fear disappeared. Not because he had studied more, but because he had practiced thinking in English every single day. The laundry room, lessons, Hana's English in the background. Hana was a full-time mother with 3 young kids and no time for formal classes. Her days were loud, busy, messy. But her laundry room, that was her moment of peace. Every time she folded clothes, she did something most people never noticed. She spoke softly to herself in English. This is my son's shirt. These socks don't match. I need to do another load. At first, it was just simple vocabulary, then full thought, then small reflections. I'm tired today, but I'm doing my best. I'm proud of this moment. The clothes didn't care if she got the grammar right. There were no exams in the laundry room, just quiet repetition, just real life. And real English. Months passed. And then one day at the playground, a tourist mom sat beside her and asked, "Do you know where the bathroom is?" Hana answered calmly, clearly, "Yes. It's just over there, next to the gate." The woman thanked her and left, but Hannah stood there smiling, because now she knew all those small English thoughts while folding laundry. They were working. She wasn't just cleaning clothes, she was polishing her voice, one quiet phrase at a time. Leena, the shy girl, who spoke through pictures, Leena, never spoke in class. When teachers asked her questions, she froze. She knew the answers, but the words never came out, so she did something different. Every night before bed, she opened her phone gallery and she picked one photo. Then she described it out loud in English, her cat sleeping, her lunch from yesterday, a picture of her brother laughing. "This is my cat. He's sleepy. We ate this together. It was delicious. My brother always makes me laugh." She did this for 100 nights. No textbooks, no tests. Just her voice and her pictures. And one day in class, without planning it, she raised her hand and answered. The words flowed out because she had already spoken them in her mind. Many times before Jin, the taxi driver who practiced while driving Jin, was always on the road. He didn't have time to sit and study, but he had one powerful habit. He practiced questions and answers while driving. Every red light, every traffic jam. He asked himself, "Where am I going? How's the traffic? What's my next stop?" And he answered in English, "I'm going to the market. The traffic is heavy. My next ride is in 10 minutes. That loop became his English classroom. And now, when tourists get in his car, he doesn't panic. He smiles. He says, "Where to? Let me help. It'll take about 15 minutes. He didn't learn that from a book. He learned it behind the wheel. One question at a time. The empty classroom Min's 5 minutes of courage Min was a school janitor. Every afternoon after the students went home, he swept the floors of the English classroom. He didn't speak much English. He had never gone abroad, but there was something about that room, the whiteboard, the flashcards, the silence that made him dream. One day, he stood at the teacher's desk and whispered, "Hello, class. Today we learn about confidence." He laughed at himself. But the next day, he did it again. "Repeat after me. I can speak English. I am not afraid." No one heard him. But he kept going. 5 minutes a day, using the leftover chalk, pointing to imaginary students, speaking to invisible classmates. Weeks later, the new English teacher stayed late and saw Minh practicing. She didn't laugh. She smiled and asked if he wanted to join the evening conversation class. Minh was shocked. "I'm not good enough," he said. But she replied, "You already started. That's enough." Now Minh joins every Tuesday. He still cleans the floors. But now he also stands in front of real students, helping them pronounce new words. His English didn't come from a textbook. It came from 5 quiet minutes in an empty classroom with nothing but courage and chalk dust. The Rooftop Whisper. Amal's escape into English. Amal lived in a crowded house. 5 family members. 1 small space. No privacy. No peace. But there was one place she could think. The rooftop. Every evening, after sunset, she'd go up, sit on an old plastic chair, and put on her earphones. That she didn't listen to music. She listened to English podcasts. And while the city lights blinked below her, she'd whisper along with the speaker. Not loud enough for anyone to hear, just enough for her mouth to feel the words. She didn't repeat everything, just the lines that touched her. I believe in myself. I speak slowly, clearly, and with purpose. My words matter. Sometimes, she cried, not because of English, but because, for the first time, she felt like her voice had a place to live, even if no one heard her. Months later, at a job interview, the manager switched to English halfway through. Amal hesitated for 1 second. Then she smiled and replied. Her answers weren't perfect, but they were hers. And when the interview ended, the manager said, "You have a quiet confidence. I like that." She got the job. Now, every time she climbs the stairs to the rooftop, she whispers a new sentence. This is where my English began, and this is where I found my voice. Your turn. Reflect, repeat, respond. Let's pause here, take a breath, and ask yourself, where can I practice like Miguel? Can I describe one photo tonight like Leena? Where in my day can I ask myself questions like Jin? You don't need their job. You don't need their life. You just need their mindset. Because fluency doesn't come from luck. It comes from quiet decisions made over and over again. Reflection practice. Repeat after me. Let's do a soft repetition. Drill. Whisper or say silently in your head. I'm allowed to take it slow. Every small step is real progress. I'm not learning English. I'm becoming a new version of myself. My voice matters even if it's quiet right now. I'm building something strong, 1 sentence at a time. Feel each sentence. Let it live in your body, not just in your brain. That's how English becomes your language. Mindset boost. Stop saying I'm bad at English. Let's change the story you tell yourself. If you've ever said, I'm bad at English, I always forget words. I can't speak well. It's time to stop. Not because those feelings aren't real, but because they are not the truth. Here's the truth. You are learning. You are growing. You are doing something brave. Speaking another language. It's not easy. It's vulnerable. It's exposing. It shows who you are inside. But you're doing it. You're not bad at English. You're just early in the process. Replace. I'm bad with I'm building next time. You feel discouraged. Say this. I'm not bad at English. I'm building my English. I'm not slow. I'm steady. I'm not behind. I'm becoming. This isn't just language training. This is identity training. Because the words you think become the words you speak. And if your mind believes in your voice will grow stronger every day. 21-day English thinking challenge, 1 habit per day. 1 thought at a time. 1 step closer to fluency. You don't need 3 hours. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need 2 to 5 minutes a day. And the decision to show up, that this is your gentle challenge. You can do it at home, on the bus, in the shower, while eating. Let's begin. Day 1. Inner voice. Say what you see. Look around your space. Name 5 things in English. Window, bag, glass, fan, wall. Now describe 2 of them. My bag is black. It's on the chair. The fan is spinning slowly. That's it. You've started thinking in English. Day 2. Use 3 chunks today. 3 phrases to use in your thoughts today. Try these. I'm not sure yet. Let me check. That makes sense. Say them in your mind during the day. Use them even when you're not speaking aloud. This builds natural patterns. Day 3. Loop 3 questions. Ask yourself 3 questions in English. What time is it? What's next on my list? How do I feel right now? Then answer in English. No pressure. Just short answer. This is how your mind gets faster. Day 4. Describe a task slowly. 1 small action. Brushing your teeth. Making tea. Opening your laptop. Now, describe it in slow English. I'm brushing slowly. My teeth feel clean. I'm turning on the kettle. It's starting to boil. You are training clarity, not speed. Day 5. Picture story, practice choose. 1 photo from your phone. Now describe it in 3 sentences. This was my birthday. We're all smiling. It was a warm night. This connects memory, emotion, and fluency. Day 6. 5-minute mirror talk look. In the mirror. Talk to yourself. Say how you feel. What your plan is. What you're learning. It's a long day, but I'm proud. I'm practicing. Let's keep going. This builds trust in your own voice. Day 7. Gratitude reflection at the end of the day. Ask yourself, what went well today? What am I grateful for? What did I learn? Say the answers in English. Softly, calmly. This is emotional fluency, the kind that stays with you. Day 8. Use a new chunk in real time. Choose 1 chunk today and use it in thought when something happens. For example, chunk. That's interesting. You hear someone talking, you think, that's interesting. Or, I'm not sure yet. You use it when making a choice. This makes English part of your reaction system. Day 9. Train while walking as you walk. Name and describe what you see. Tree. It's tall. The leaves are moving. 2 people are talking. There's a car coming. Move, speak, think. This is fluency in motion. Day 10. 1 minute of inner monologue. Speak out loud. Just think in English. about whatever's on your mind. Even if it's simple. I forgot to charge my phone. I'm hungry. What should I eat? I need to call my friend. This builds quiet fluency, which becomes loud confidence later. Day 11, emotion description drill. How do you feel? Happy, bored, tired, curious. Say it in English and explain why. I'm tired because I didn't sleep well. I feel calm. It's a quiet morning. I'm excited. I have something to look forward to. This helps you express your heart, not just your facts. Day 12. Listen and repeat. One sentence, watch a short English video. Pause. Repeat. One sentence slowly. I'll have the same. Please. That's exactly what I thought. I didn't expect that. Feel the tone? Feel the rhythm? Copy it? Make it your own. Day 13. Use 5 words from your day. What are 5 English words you used today or thought about? Coffee, email, schedule, meeting, notebook. Say each one. Then put them in a sentence. I wrote in my notebook. I had a long meeting. You're turning life into language. Day 14. Speak slowly on purpose today. Whatever you say it slower than usual. Even if it's just one sentence, I'm still thinking, it's okay. Take your time. I need a minute. Slow is not weak. Slow is powerful. Day 15. Describe your surroundings for 2 minutes. Set a timer. Just look around and describe. The light is bright. My phone is next to my notebook. There's a plant in the corner. No pressure to be perfect. Just say what you see. Day 16. Ask and answer what if. Ask yourself one what if question. What if I speak to someone in English today? What if I feel nervous? Then answer, I'll try anyway. I'll take a breath. I can do it. This trains courage through imagination. Day 17. Listen to yourself speak. Record yourself saying 1 minute of simple English. Play it back. Listen kindly. Not to judge, not to celebrate. You have a voice, and it's growing stronger. Day 80. Think in English for 60 seconds. No stops at a 60-second timer. No translating. No switching. Just think in English about your day. Your feelings, your plans. Even if it's slow, even if it's silent, it's real fluency. Day 19. Use I'm learning to. Sentences say these today. I'm learning to stay calm. I'm learning to trust my English. I'm learning to speak without fear. This rewires your confidence. You are not stuck. You are learning. Day 20. Make a mini story. Tell a short story from your week in 3 to 5 sentences. This morning, I missed the bus. I had to walk. It was hot, but I arrived. I didn't give up. Even the small stories make you fluent. Day 21. Reflect and repeat your wins. Say these now. I completed 21 days. I showed up. Even when I didn't feel ready, my thoughts are changing. My English is growing. And the best part, you're just getting started. This was never just about English. You came here to learn English, to speak with more confidence, to stop freezing, to start flowing. But now, look how far you've come. You've trained your inner voice. You've used real-life phrases. You've reacted to your world using English. You've practiced calm thinking. You've changed the way your mind responds. And more than that, you've changed your relationship with yourself. Because the truth is, this was never just about speaking English. This was about learning how to speak like yourself in English without fear, without shame, without waiting for someone else to give you permission. A gentle reminder, your English voice is enough. If there's one thing I hope you remember from this journey, it's this: you are allowed to speak slowly. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to learn out loud that you don't need perfect grammar to be understood. You don't need a native accent to connect. You don't need to sound smart. You just need to sound real. Because real is what people feel. And the moment you allow yourself to be real in English, that's the moment you start to shine. What to do next. You don't have to start over. You just have to repeat what's already working. Keep using your inner voice in English. Keep naming and describing your world. Keep asking questions and answering with calm. Keep practicing slowly with kindness. Keep telling yourself, I am building my English. Let these become your habits. Let them become your rhythm. One thought, one sentence, one day at a time. Let's close this journey with a few gentle phrases. Whisper them, say them aloud, or just feel them in your chest. I'm not afraid of English anymore. My voice matters in any language. I speak with honesty, with patience, with growth. I am learning. I am changing. I am enough. I will keep going softly, steadily, with love. You're not behind. You're not too late. You are already on the path. Now walk it with your voice beside you. In English. In peace, in truth. Thank you for listening. Thank you for growing. Thank you for being brave enough to try. And if this episode helped you, come back to it anytime. Share it with a friend who needs it. Or just repeat one line that made your heart feel stronger, because this is your journey and you deserve every step of it.